Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are here. We are here. It is election day. Shout out to the Dolton residents as well as the Thornton Township. Shout out to all of y'all that are voting. Hopefully you all get out there. Hopefully you make your voice heard, make your decision. Let people know that you do care about the process of electing officials and representatives to support and to maintain and hopefully edify and build up your community. So shout out to all of y'all. Dolton, get out there and vote. Get out there and vote. Y'all got several hours left, like 3 hours left. Go at it. Get at it. All right, now I'm on here simply because I need to do a mic check. And I came home today and the things were looking a little bit weird. So I want to make sure, first of all, that the audio is loud enough. So hopefully that is good. But I also want to talk about, we're going to do a real quick, I promise you, we're not going to be long. Because y'all, let's just talk about it. Y'all, I feel sorry for Cassandra. I do. I feel sorry for her. And most of you all know that this is just going to be a short mic check. I just want to make sure that the audio works right. I will be back at 7 o'clock my time so we can get ready to celebrate and get ready to see how this thing all shakes out. I already got the ballot links already up. We're ready to pop and lock it. So we're ready today. Y'all, I feel bad for Cassandra. I know that sounds crazy. I know it's like having mercy on the devil, but I don't think she's the devil. But I just don't think Cassandra. Somebody has to help her out. Somebody has to have empathy for her and sympathy on her and pray for her and help her. She absolutely, she's done it to herself. There's no question about it. But this one is so bad today, Saint Center. Actually, I felt bad. I almost shed a tear. Like, dang, you just can't, as the old folks would say, you just can't do right. You just can't do right. Like, who is telling you to do this stuff? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Who is telling Cassandra to do the things that she does? That person right there needs to be brought up on charges, right? They need some papers on them. It's crazy. Like, who told you to do this? Who is telling you to do and behave and act this kind of way? Now, if at any time you thought that if somehow or another you still did not believe that Cassandra acts a lot like Tiffany, when people say she's Cassandra, Tiffany 2.0, you're like, oh, no, she doesn't. This probably should finish it for you. This should probably be the end of the discussion. You should have no more questions, no more worries. You feel comfortable saying this is Tiffany 2.0. So you know what? A smart Jason would have had this video already ready. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video where Tiffany calls out the firefighters. It was on February 24th. And most people, I didn't realize y'all had such strong feelings about firefighters, right? Most people were like, look, you come for the firefighters, you coming for everybody. A lot of y'all meant a lot. Hey, shout out. Respect for the firefighters and first responders. I got nothing but love for y'all. So I did that video and a lot of y'all picked it up. Tiffany said something about the firefighter that stole the fire truck. Remember that? And we were all like, what the heck? How you steal a fire truck? What are you gonna do? Pawn it? Like what do you do with a fire truck? And we all realized and came to the pretty quick conclusion that that was a prank, or that they had misplaced it when they parked it. They parked it at one spot and then an 18-wheeler parked in front of it. It's gone. And I think we all concluded like nobody's stealing a fire truck. That's crazy. It's definitely not a firefighter stealing a fire truck. That's insane. And we realized that. And I realized that after we did that video, Tiffany never mentioned the firefighters again. Never mentioned the firefighters. I'm not saying that Jason was the reason why Tiffany isn't talking about firefighters anymore. I think because she realized like, wait, hold on. That was stupid. Why did I say that? That was dumb. And I'm not saying that she said it out loud. I'm not saying that she had like an aha moment where she was changing her ways, because Lord knows she ain't changed her ways. But I think it came to a shocking revelation like, yo, that was boneheaded. Wait, I just said that somebody stole a fire truck. That's like saying you stole a 747. You might as well just say you stole a 747. Like, that's crazy. That doesn't make sense. So that happened. And we all kind of laughed at her. We called her out. We said it was dumb. We said all that kind of silliness like that. Why did Cassandra come up today and try to call out the firefighters again? And the bad thing is, she did the exact same thing Tiffany did. Jason, what you talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked. All right, let's bring this video in, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to let it play all the way through one time. And then also, again, I just want to check my audio, make sure everything sounds right, because my studio was looking a little weird when I came home. So I want to make sure everything's right for tonight. So let's just do this real quick. All right, so here is Cassandra doing what Cassandra does. Check it out. One in the chat when you can hear. Green hearts in the chat when you can hear.
Good morning, good people. This is Casaundra Hopson Jordan. I'm out here at one of the polling places. Been out here early, so as you guys can see, we're over here at Lincoln School. So for those of you that has not voted yet, this is the last day. This is the actual election day. And as you can see, my opponent is out here with the firefighters. And I said it's interesting how they come out in politics, but we have fire hydrants that I've been on my block for 17 years that has never been serviced. But they can come out in politics, and I want them to come over so bad so I can ask them, when do you service the fire hydrant? I've seen all the firefighters out here politicking, which they probably shouldn't be, endorsing their candidate. But if you ask them when was the last time they serviced the fire hydrants, they couldn't answer it. But they want to make sure their contracts get signed so they can get their pensions and their money. But never seen them in a community. The 17 years I've been on my block, I've never seen them come service a fire hydrant, ever. But they want to make sure they get their beds in. So they make sure they get those contracts and they make sure they keep their pensions, but yet fail to do their jobs. I just wanted to share that so we can see what crooked politics look like.
All right. Okay. I wanted y'all to see that. And the reason I wanted you to see that is because she says something in there that I had never thought of. Who manages and maintains fire hydrants? Outside of Whitaker Park, outside my house, there is a fire hydrant, literally at the back end of across the street from my driveway. So needless to say, when we first moved in this house, we used to have a lot of parties. Lady Dear World Christian used to throw a lot of parties here. And we've had people hit the fire hydrant. And I remembered when we had somebody hit it, and it's askew even now. But somebody hit it, and I remember who came out to service it, to make sure that it still worked properly, even though at one point they actually reset it correctly, and somebody has hit it since. I don't think it was me, but somebody has hit it since, and it's kind of askew right now. And I remember who came out to service it. It wasn't the fire department. Let me bring this in real quick. I want to show you all this. So I just asked ChatGPT, in Marietta, Georgia, who's responsible for maintaining the fire hydrants? In Marietta, Georgia, the city of Marietta is responsible for maintaining the public fire hydrants, while property owners are responsible for maintaining private fire hydrants on their property. Here's it: public fire hydrants. These are typically located in public areas and are maintained by the city of Marietta, not the firefighters. When my neighbor, I'll blame it on my neighbor, hit that fire hydrant in front of my house, you know who didn't come? It wasn't the firefighters. It was the city of Marietta that came out to check the fire hydrant and make sure it works. Now they come out, I guess they come out. I don't know how often they're supposed to service fire hydrants and make sure they're, doing all their fire hydrant things. I'm just praying that if ever I need it on my block, that this fire hydrants are ready to go, ready to roll. But it's not the firefighters that do that. And so I just checked. I also brought in, let me make sure I have it right. I asked, who's responsible for fire hydrants in Dolton? In Dolton, Illinois, the village of Dolton is responsible for maintaining fire hydrants within the city limits. Here are some more detailed explanations. Ownership and maintenance. The village of Dolton owns and maintains and uses all public fire hydrants, including gate valves, T's, and such of that nature. Keep on going. Responsibility. The village commissioner of public works and streets or their designated representative is responsible for inspection and maintenance of all fire hydrants. And I'll just stop right there because we're talking about public fire hydrants. This is yet another example, a glaring example of how Casaundra Hopson Jordan does not know what she's talking about. Yesterday, it was the tree on private property that fell over. Today, it's fire hydrants. And I think it's really bad form to be calling the firefighters crooked, to call the firefighters because they're working with a politician and supporting a politician. Because if they were supporting her, I guarantee you she wouldn't be calling them crooked. She would not be saying that they're doing the wrong thing. She probably would have never mentioned this fire hydrant at all. But because then, she out there sniffling, and because she got because it's too cold for her, she out there looking like that. Now everybody's crooked, everybody's dirty, everybody's this, that, and the third, except her. Man, you don't even know how government works. So I really hope, I really pray that Dolton paid attention to this. She's guaranteed. Yesterday and today should have been the finishing nails. It should have been the fine wax on the coffin. You should not be under any question or doubt that Cassandra Hopson Jordan has no clue what she's doing. If this woman became mayor, you do realize she has no idea who's responsible to do what. So if somebody said, I don't know who does it, you tell us, mayor, who does it. She's gonna be out there delivering mail. She doesn't know who does what. Now, I think she probably knows who delivers mail, but I think you get my point. So I just thought that was super telling. So I just want to look at this video again, because I was like, you got to be kidding me. How are you back out here talking nasty, talking slick about the firefighters again? What the firefighters did to y'all? Why y'all like this with the firefighters? They out here just trying to do their job. Sure. They out here politicking. Sure. They out here glad handing. Sure. And if they were doing it for you, you wouldn't have a problem with it. She would not have a problem with it. And by the way, I see somebody right here. It's the city. I think it's my water department. Of course, a representative of the city of Marietta. They came and checked that fire hydrant when it got knocked over. It didn't get knocked over. Wait. It got pushed over pretty bad, but it didn't like get knocked over and like flooded the street or something like that. Not that it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad. It was pretty ugly. I don't know who did it. You get my point. But the fact that she doesn't know that, and then to be big wrong. And one of my rules when I was a teacher was, you can be wrong, just don't be loud and wrong. Don't yell out a wrong answer. You can whisper a wrong answer. You can be in doubt of your answer and ask your elbow partner, hey, is 2 + 2 really 5? Oh no, it's 4. Okay. Don't be loud and wrong. Cassandra loud, wrong, and not just wrong, but she's like disparaging people. That's some nasty work. I mean, so I feel bad for her. And I started this off by saying I feel bad for her because I'm like, who is telling you to do this? Like, do you not have anybody that loves you that could come by alongside you and say, baby, go have a seat? Like Patti LaBelle, somebody loves you, baby. Somebody loves something. Does somebody care enough about Cassandra crash out and say, baby, you need to go sit down and maybe learn how government works? Just because you can, as somebody said, just because you're really good at finding problems don't mean that you got solutions. And maybe you should just sit down because you loud and wrong. And not just wrong, you big wrong. Because you out here, you are accusing people of things that, ma'am, you don't have any understanding of, because that's not their job and their responsibility. It's just amazing. Here, let me just real quick. I just want to play this again. Shout out to everybody who just came in. I just wanted to do a mic check and make sure that the audio sound good, because I came back home today and my audio was sounding weird. And even now I feel like my audio is low, but my audio was sounding weird. So I said I wanted to check it, make sure it was good. And now we're back. Hopefully everything is good. Let me know how it sounds. But let me just play this again, y'all. Bless her heart.
Good morning, good people. This is Casaundra Hopson Jordan. I'm out here at one of the polling places. Been out here early, so as you guys can see, we're over here at Lincoln School. So for those of you that has not voted yet, this is the last day. This is the actual election day. And as you can see, my opponent is out here with the firefighters. And I said it's interesting how they come out in politics, but we have fire hydrants that I've been on my block for 17 years that has never been serviced. But they can come out in politics, and I want them to come over so bad so I can ask them, when do you service the fire hydrant?
Never 30.
I've seen all the firefighters
Never.
out here politicking, which they probably shouldn't be, endorsing their candidate. But if you ask them when was the last time they serviced the fire hydrants, they couldn't answer it. But they want to make sure their contracts get signed so they can get their pensions and their money. But never seen them in a community. The 17 years I've been on my block, I've never seen them come service.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not going to turn into a pre-show. This is not going to happen. This is not going to turn into a pre-election show because I'm supposed to be coming back at 7 o'clock my time. We're not going to do this. We are not going to turn this into a pre-show. I'm telling you. But if it does, it is just what it is because she's making me mad. I got respect for firefighters. So when we moved in here to Whitaker Park some time ago, many moons ago, we had an alarm system that we didn't fully understand how to work. We hadn't had an alarm system before. So we had lived in a condo. Lady Dear Woe Christian and I lived in a condo. And one time we were always setting off the alarm. Let me just say it like that. We were always forget to turn it off, forget the code, come in through the front door. You got to run to we were setting it off all the time. Well, one time we set it off, and what would happen is you would set it off, and then you get a phone call, and the alarm company would say, "Hey, this is so and so. Is there an emergency? Yay or nay? Give us the code," and then they keep it going. They would tell the police not to come. We had come back from, don't quote me on this, I think we'd come back from church or somewhere where both of our phones were muted because we didn't use the house phone. Most of us don't even have house phones. So we came home, as usual. We set off the alarm. And I don't know what happened, but we didn't, of course, when the lady called, she called my phone, she called Lady Dear Woe Christian's phone, and nothing happened. And so we're just in the house doing life. We finally got the alarm off. So we're just doing life. We're like, oh, here's some sirens down the street. Okay, yeah, whatever. We hear some sirens at the street. Okay, it sounds close, man. What's going on? All of a sudden, we look out on our patio, and there's a firefighter on my back deck with his axe about to bash in my back door because they thought there was an emergency. Come to find out, there's the firefighters, they're the police, they're the EMT done blocked up my whole street, driving my property value down, all that kind of good jazz. And I'm like, yo, whoa. And right while he's about to bash in my back door, they're beating on my front door. It is crazy pandemonium at Whitaker Park. Now, dare I say, that was a very riveting evening, right? We stopped them like, hey, come on in. Nothing's wrong. Let the police in. Nothing's wrong. We just let the alarm. We have no idea what we're doing with this alarm. We're Luddites. And we all had a good laugh. We all had a hilarious laugh about it. Police left, EMTs, firefighters left. Everybody's sunshine and rainbows. Fast forward about 5 months later, I'm at Publix. And you probably never notice it, but every blue moon when you go to the grocery store, there's a fire truck out there. And there's the firemen in the grocery store with their little handlebar mustaches and their little fireman uniforms going around buying groceries because they live at the fire station. And I ran into the firefighter that was about to bash my back door in. We laughed so hard on aisle 6. It didn't make any sense. And it was a good comical laugh. At no time did I ever think that this is a low down, dirty, rotten, he oppressing a black man, he out here a dirty crook or anything of that nature. I realized that he was doing his job. And let me tell you, if there had been a fire, if there had been an emergency, I would have rather him have bust that door down, the police kick my front door down, and take care of this issue so that my family will be safe and that Whitaker Park can be intact to some degree. I'm perfectly fine with it. Thankfully, they didn't need to, because Bonehead knows how to use the alarm now. But my point in that is, how dare you besmirch? And these people put their lives on the line. These men and women that are firefighters, they put the whole thing out there for really no benefit of their own. The firefighters get nothing out of it. There's no, I mean, sure, people look at them and say, hey, I want to be a firefighter when I grow up. Sure. But let's just call it spade a spade. They do that out of duty. So yeah, I want firefighters to have their contracts. As Cassie Crash Out is saying, I want them to get their money. Who doesn't? Why would you not want them to get their money? Is there something bad? Because a man or a woman puts their lives on they're running into a burning building while your crazy self is running out, Cassie Crash Out? And you want them to not be properly compensated and paid? Okay. And you want to be the mayor. Somebody needs to love Cassie Crash Out enough to tell her the truth. Baby, sit your butt down. Sit yourself all the way down. And it might need to be in one of them chairs to get that glue resolved around the edges. But no matter what, baby, sit down. Because you doing the absolute unequivocal most. How dare you call out firefighters? I can't think of anybody like, dang, like what? Why would you call out firefighters of all things? Like you call the firefighters dirty and grimy and crooks. And that's what you thought. Again, bring this video back up. So you thought in the early morning hours of election day, hey, I got this great idea. I get this great idea. Oh, this is going to cook, as the kids like to say, clock it. Is that what I say, Trina? Clock it? Do I say clock it? Okay, there you go, clock it. So I'm supposed to say clock it. I guess that means something. When you really make a good comment, you say clock it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know how the rules play. So for some reason, oh Lord, here she comes. I hear her running in here. Okay, come on. Tell me how I use it. How do I say clock it?
It's like, I don't know.
You don't even know?
Listen. So like today, my friend, she like insulted me and I go, oh, clock it. So it's like, you say something like a clap back.
Okay. Thank you, baby.
I finished my IA.
Well, I'm proud of you. Clock it.
No.
Oh, that's not clock it?
Bad use.
It's bad use.
You did not use it in the right context, sir.
Oh, wait, who said it? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't use the right context? Okay, I'm trying to work on it. Well, I was trying to say that Cassie Crash Out was thinking that she was clocking or cook. Can I say cook? Because somebody thinks they cook. She thought she was cooking, right? Okay. Look, I'm on
Be like, she thought she ate.
Go away, child. Goodbye.
Bye, Ducky.
Bye, baby. All right. So apparently, Cassie Crash Out woke up this morning and said, oh, I got a great idea. I'm going to insult the firefighters. Somebody needs to love that woman. Somebody needs to love that woman to tell her to stop it. Stop it. Have a seat. Go get the edges tightened up. Have a seat. All the seats in Seatville. Just go sit down. And the fact that you think insulting people that are potentially going to work under you, they're going to work for you. What's going on, Critical Smoker? I want to meet you tomorrow. I'm coming to Dolton, man. Please, we need to meet. I need to meet Critical Smoker. We need to meet. I think I sent you an email. I think I did. The fact that you think, oh, I got this great idea. I got this bright idea. I'm going to insult the most, I think it's fair to say that firefighters are pretty high up there on the public service ranking scale. You know what I'm saying? They're probably up there pretty high. There's some people that, kind of vie for first and second place, but firefighters are up there. Most for like the selfless. They don't get anything out of it. I got an idea. Let me insult them. What the devil's wrong with you? Why is this woman? Y'all, somebody needs to help her. Somebody, let me finish this video up, y'all. Somebody needs to help Cassie.
a fire hydrant ever. But they want to make sure they get their beds in. So they make sure they get those contracts and they make sure they keep their pensions, but yet fail to do their jobs. I just wanted to share that so we can see what crooked politics look like.
Wow. Yeah, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for her that your campaign has no basis, no mooring, no foundation apart from insulting older people that want to come up and ask you questions, insulting fire. I got this bright idea. Let me insult the firefighters. What the world? I'm sorry. This is not going to be a pre-show. I'm not going to be over talking for 2 hours. I'm not going to do it. But my gosh, why? What is wrong with you? Somebody, I'm telling you, Cassie, crash out. Come on up here to the front of the church, Cassie. Come on up here. No, you cannot preach, so go on, have a seat up here in the front. Come on up here, Cassie. Come on. Baby, you are the worst representative of a public servant. By the way, the term is public servant. You serve the public. Ma'am, you are the worst example. I mean, I hate to say it, but I think people probably been happier if they had to put up with Cassie or Tiffany. I think most people would be fine with Tiffany. Cassie, you come across as vitriolic, bitter, evil, and ignorant. You don't even know the duties and responsibilities of the mayor. Like, I don't get, like, why do you think? And I thought about, like, I never would have thought that the firefighters were responsible to maintain fire hydrants. That was never a thought of mine. And I had to go look it up. If you weren't here earlier, I looked up who's responsible for maintaining fire hydrants in Dolton as well as Marietta, where I live. And it's the Public Works Department. It's not the firemen. That would make no sense at all. In retrospect, like, that would be insane. Because they don't have like little fire trucks to run around. They got those big old pseudo wannabe transformers, right? They're not running around. And you want them to come up and down your street and check your fire hydrant. And let's also just have a question here. For 17 years, you've been at your home every day to know when the firefighters, if it were the firefighters, have been there to service your fire hydrant? What is it? What do they leave? Do they leave like a nice little bow on it or some cookies and crumpets? Like, how do you know that they serviced it? That makes no sense. But you want to be the mayor. Y'all, Dolton, if y'all don't get yourselves out there, do it for me. Just do it for me. And the fact that woman is making me sleepy. Please get out there and vote. Do not let this pass by. If you might have said, Jason's got it, it's a shoo-in. Let's let them know that we really believe in Team Clean House. I don't. Hey, go vote for Napoleon or Nate or Nolan. I'm trying to get all those N's in there, right? Just go vote for something, but do not let this slide. Don't vote for Tiffany though. If you do that, then we are going to have you come sit right up here in the front of the church, right alongside Cassandra, and we're gonna have a prayer for you. We're gonna have a conversation with you. Vote for somebody that makes sense, but get out there and vote. I know we're not supposed to tell people who to vote for. I think that's very. Sometimes it can get kind of dicey, but there's a candidate who's running who has a great name. It's got 5 letters. It starts with a J, ends with an N, and it's my name too. His name is my name too. Vote for him. But please do not let this woman secure power in your village. She does not even have enough chutzpah. She doesn't even have enough draw. She doesn't even have enough gravitas to get a whole slate. She got one poor brother that looked like, look, I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm sorry. She can't even get 3 other people to agree with her. I mean, come on. Let's just tell the truth, shame the devil. At least Jason got a whole slate. At least Nolan got a whole slate. Cassandra got herself and a whole bunch of foolishness. Don't do that. Y'all get out there and vote. And I'm telling you to vote for Jason. I'm telling you. Not only because I think he'll do a better job. He has a great name. So anybody that starts with a great name like Jason, come on, you got to admit they got the stuff. They got the mots. They got it. And I also want to say thank you Thank you so much for the $5 super. These firefighters were working even when they didn't have a contract. You know what? You are right. See, Fatima, thank you for the $5 super. I forgot about that. It makes me mad. Like these people, again, like maybe you could talk some smack about, other entities within the government ranking system. I'm sure there's some shady dealings going on, but look, there's only one group of people that when the stuff hits the fan and your house gets hit by a meteorite, they're gonna be the first ones there. Firefighters. I'm just saying, something break off and your air fryer explodes and lights your kitchen on fire. Who gonna be there? Firefighters. If you, again, like they come when there's an incident, if somebody falls and hurts themselves, firefighters are there. My mom was here when she was able to walk around. She was here at the house and she fell. She was fine, nothing broke, nothing injured. This was several years ago, but the firefighters came, the EMT and the police, they all come in a triplet. And so why would you want to disparage them? You can talk trash about Team House, that's fine. But what would possess you? Good gracious. I feel bad for her because I don't think anybody cares enough about her to tell her. Like, ma'am, are you kidding me? Like she needs a social media monitor. She's adult supervision on social media. There we go. The joke is sometimes we tell people, hey, we need adult supervision over here. Like when my mom goes out with her friends, I said, well, who's the adult? Because y'all need adult supervision when y'all are hanging out together and stuff like that. It's kind of funny and stuff like that. She needs adult supervision. Like, ma'am, don't come on camera. Don't come on camera. Don't do the boots on the ground with the sandwich sign on your back looking like a weird Buzz Lightyear. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't come looking like you just got done planting hydrangeas from Pike's Nursery. Don't come to the polling place looking like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now, I'm not trying to say, I hate to say it, you rarely saw Tiffany coming in somewhere looking like she had just got done walking 18 dogs in a marathon. You rarely saw it. I mean, now granted, whether you like her or not, I think we can agree Tiffany at least came every time she was on front of that camera. Not every time. A lot of the times she's in front of that camera, she was at least looking presentable. I think that's fair. I got to give credit where credit's due. We got this one over here. You look like you just got done hanging shingles. What the devil's going on? And like you got shingles. What is happening over here? Who told you to put that on? Like there's patterns over there that are illegal, man. Geneva has a contract against those things. Stop that. Who is addressing this woman? It's just embarrassing. And I feel bad. I feel bad for her, though I'm skewering her. I feel bad for her. Like nobody cares enough about you to tell you. Like, if I'm ever dressing weird, President Firstborn is going to tell me. Y'all haven't heard Chief Executive Secondborn. Let her unleash on me. Boy, it sometimes even I'll be like, dang, that kind of hurt. Like, dang, dog, that hurt. They're going to let you know. If you dressing weird, they're going to tell you. But on the same note, if they like what you like, ooh, I like your fit. Ooh, all this kind of crazy. Do the walk, Dad. Do the walk. They will let you know. They don't hold anything back. They're like, look, I'm gonna tell you right now because I might not see you later. Let me tell you right now. They need somebody. Cassandra needs somebody that loves her and cares for her and will say, baby, yeah, about that. I'm gonna need you to go on back upstairs and change that. Like, Lady Dear Woke Christian won't let me go somewhere looking crazy like that. Like, what is this event for? You're politicking for chief, whatever person, and you want people to vote for you. And you're wearing that. Oh no. Let's go on upstairs. Let's see if we can get another look. She just needs somebody to care. Somebody needs to care for her. So Cassie, I'm just telling you right now, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna keep skewering you. But I'm gonna need you to do me 2 favors, Cassie. I'm gonna need you to come on up here to the front of the church, have a seat. And after this is over with, and you are defeated handily, if you don't mind, could you please every now and then still drop a video? Because that stuff is gold. So I'm still trying to get my Hellcat. I'm at least got the lug nuts for my Hellcat. So let me go ahead and get them tires off of you. So if you don't mind, Cassie, keep putting out this dumb videos just every blue moon. You can shoot them to me if you want to. Just shoot them to me, text or whatever. because you got my number. So you can shoot them to me, then we can at least, I can put them up and skewer you, because I'm going to keep doing that. That's going to still be a thing. We might even make a Cassie day. But y'all, I'm just like, what possessed you to pick on the firefighters of all things? Like, okay, look, okay, this is going to be weird. I'm a former school teacher. Okay, y'all know, Dear World Christian used to be a school teacher, 15-year retired teacher here from Atlanta. You could pick on the teachers or school board. You could have picked on the school board. You're right there at the school, and you could have said, hey, you know, Dalton, we gotta make sure we vote the school board out. The school board is grimy, blah, blah, blah. I think most people would have been like, yeah, we're good. We can rock with you. I don't think you should pick on Miss Bumblebee. I don't think you should pick on Miss Caterpillar's class. Leave the teachers specifically alone. But you can talk about the leadership of the school district. I think everybody would have believed you. Everybody would have agreed with you. You say, hey, that Nolte guy, he making $450,000 a year. Talk about some griminess. The kids can't read, blah, blah, blah. Look out here on the sidewalk. Look at this chalk on the sidewalk. They can't. I think most people would have got behind you and supported you. Okay, but you gonna pick on the. I got this bright idea. I'm gonna pick on the firefighters. Why? I'm sorry. That thing is still just like taking my breath away. Like, wait, for real? You really? Oh, you didn't know I was a teacher? I used to be a school teacher. Yeah, elementary school teacher. Yeah, I really did. Oh my gosh. I just think that is hilarious, man. I just think, like, what? I'm sorry. I might have to. This is not going to be a pre-show. I'm telling you that right now. This is not going to be a pre-show. I'm going to end this stream in a second. And I'm coming back at 7:00, which is only 70 minutes away, Jason. Stop it. This is not going to be a pre-show. Because I got a like bona fide live stream schedule. Like, I can't just do that. But like, why would you do that? Like, that's just amazing to me. That just takes my breath away. Like, you just pick on firefighters because they are supporting a candidate. And as Fatima said, they actually were working when they didn't have a contract. They don't have pensions. They didn't have insurance in place. I don't know how that's been resolved, but they were still out there fighting fires, still doing their job, getting cats out of trees. I don't know if they still do that, you know, rescuing cats out of trees and stuff. I'm like, that's embarrassing. All right, this is my last, you know, shout out to Lady Luck Club in the building. Thank you so much. You know what? I think because Lady Luck Club is in the house, we got to do what Lady Luck. We got to help her out. We got to help her out. All right. So here's Cassie. I guess this is her final crash out. I don't know. I'm embarrassed.
Good morning, good people. This is Casaundra Hopson Jordan. I'm out here at one of the polling places. Been out here early, so as you guys can see, we're over here at Lincoln School. So for those of you that has not voted yet, this is the last day. This is the actual election day. And as you can see, my opponent is out here with the firefighters. And I said it's interesting how they come out in politics, but we have fire hydrants that I've been on my block for 17 years that has never been serviced. But they can come out in politics, and I want them to come over so bad so I can ask them, when do you service the fire hydrant? I've seen all the firefighters out here politicking, which they probably shouldn't be, endorsing their candidate. But if you ask them when was the last time they serviced the fire hydrants, they couldn't answer it. But they want to make sure their contracts get signed so they can get their pensions and their money. But never seen them in a community. The 17 years I've been on my block, I've never seen them come service a fire hydrant.
Okay.
Ever. But they want to make sure they get their beds in. So they make sure they get those contracts and they make sure they keep their pensions, but yet fail to do their jobs. I just wanted to share that so we can see what crooked politics look like.
Wow. Yeah, I need to stop watching this. I am not going to watch this again. As a matter of fact, no, I can't watch it anymore. There are some parts of life that you just want to know they're there. You really don't want to ever see them. I'm pretty sure you don't ever want to see your homeowner's insurance. Well, I don't. I just want to know it's there. I don't ever want to exercise it. I hate that I have to pay it, and it's a lot of money that goes out every year. I've been in this house for 15 years. We've never needed it, except when I got my roof repaired, because they did replace my roof. But you got my point. You don't ever really want to use it, but you're just glad it's there. Thank God, I've never needed my auto insurance. I've never needed it. By God's grace, I haven't needed my life insurance. I guess I wouldn't know if I needed my life insurance. That was actually really bad one, Jason. We'll work on that. I think you all get the point. I really don't want to, apart from the fact that I ran into the firefighter that I told you all the story earlier that was about to burst through my house. I'm okay with not knowing my firefighters. I'm okay with that. I know where the fire station is. I know it's up and operational. It's not too far from my house. So whenever they go out on an emergency, I can hear them. I'm good. I'm good with that. That we really truly do not have to be best friends. I don't have to. If y'all always go to Publix, I'm good with going to Kroger. We don't have to be friends. But I'm telling you, as sure as my name is Jason, if something happened, I am really glad that y'all know what y'all supposed to be doing. And that the city of Marietta is giving y'all the proper contracts. I'm assuming they got maybe I need to find out, do they got their pensions and all their insurances in place? Because I need those men and women to be properly taken care of. Because if anything pops off over here at Whitaker Park, I need them to be here ASAP. I really, truly, I'm kind of thrown back. Like, she really thinks that the firefighter's duty is to service fire hydrants. But there's no way that she would know if they did or they didn't. What if they service it when you went on vacation? What if they service it while you were at work? What if they're servicing it at your house right now while you're standing out here talking about them that they didn't service it? Are they going to leave like a little note on the fire? For the life of me, y'all, somebody needs to love Cassie Crash out enough to tell her to go sit her hind parts down. I don't know. I already told her to come up here to the front of the church. I ain't gonna be like Marvin Sapp and say lock the doors, but close the doors. Come sit and have a seat, please, Cassie. Just have a seat and stop. Like, just have a seat. Have a whole seat. Well, thankfully, in about 2 hours, let's say, because I think this race is going to be called pretty early. Probably in about 2 hours, let's say 2 hours and 30 minutes, the burden of campaigning will be off of her back. She will not have to worry about whether or not people are stealing signs and trees are falling in people's yards, and whether or not these dirty, rotten, low-down firefighters are politicking. She can now worry about what she really needs to worry about, which is having a seat, a whole seat. Have a seat. Yeah, I mean, yes, Beth from Dolton. Beth is from Dolton. I hope I can meet you tomorrow. But yes, I looked it up. It's Public Works and not firefighters. Firefighters are not responsible for this. And it's silly to think that they would be. It's just as silly as when Tiffany said that the firefighter stole the fire truck. I still can't believe that she said that with a straight face. Come on, you don't like close the door? Close the door. I'm sorry. I like Teddy. I thought Teddy was Teddy. I thought Teddy was a fine singer. But that's an era that's gone by. So we'll let that go. So anyway, that was it. I wanted to make sure my audio sounded good. I'm assuming it sounds good. For whatever reason, it keeps telling me my mic gain is going down. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I'm assuming I sound good, so I appreciate it. Not sure if you heard me, but Tiffany knocked out the back door. Knocked out the back door. What? Oh, y'all, now y'all got me over here checking. What in the world is going on? So anyway, I came home today and my audio was saying it wasn't behaving properly. So I said, let me check it real quick. And oh my gosh. All right. I am okay. Let's bring Tiffany in here real quick. Yo, I'm so sick of this woman. Go away. Just go away, Tiff. I mean, just go away. Just go away. So Tiffany has posted this yesterday. I didn't see this part. All right. Whatever your thoughts are about Pastor Mike Jr., she posted this yesterday. And just stop, Tiff. Just stop. If you follow me, I call this memeology. This is where you get your theology from memes. So your belief about God, what you understand about God, comes from memes and like quips and these little quick statements and sayings, like God will never put more on you than you can bear, and all these kind of things like that. They're just memes. They're just statements. Sometimes they're true, but a lot of the time they're not. And this one right here, she says that part. Trust God. Tiffany, hashtag Tiffany Henry. Hashtag I stand with Tiff. Hashtag never give up. Hashtag I am the dream. And this person said, your testimony will be, he did the impossible. Tiffany, like, I would love for Tiffany to kind of expound. What is the impossible that you think he is going to do? First of all, I don't know who he is. I'm going to assume that she's talking about God, but I don't know that. But also, what in the world, what is the impossible that's going to happen? It will be impossible for you to beat Napoleon Harris or Nate Fields Jr. as a write-in candidate. That is impossible. So he did the impossible. What did he do? He did the impossible. He did allow you to not be elected because that's impossible. So he did do that. Ma'am, I'm so sick of her. I really, you make me sick. I don't say that often. You really got to work that last good one for me to say that I'm sick of you. But I am sick of you. Like, just go away. It's over. It's done. Fini. Go do something else with your married boyfriend. Go do something else. And take this little silly expression too. Take that little heart thing. Take that with you. When you leave, take that out the door. We don't even need Tiffany to come up here to the front of the church. You can just go ahead and walk out the door. Ushers, open those doors. Open them doors. So them doors we can leave open. That door, go and get up out of here. Go on somewhere and sit down. Go on somewhere. So sick of you. Because you just say stuff like, do you really believe that? Do you really believe that? Do you really believe that you're going to win, Tiff? Now, I understand you got to keep a level. You got to keep your chin up. I understand that. But do you really believe that you're going to win? Do you really believe that? On what basis and reality are you using? What is the objective reality that you're observing that's going to help you to say, yes, I am going to, what is it? What is the observable reality that you are leaning on? For the love of goodness gracious, for the love of Christmas, go sit yourself down somewhere and stop being annoying. I was like, man, this is embarrassing to watch you. Like you still are doing this. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm saying when the polls close and it's guaranteed whoever is now the Thornton Township supervisor, I think from that point on, we're gonna start the countdown timer for them alphabet boys to come. And somebody, you know what? Somebody was upset with me because I said, I hope that the alphabet boys come and get Tiffany while I am in Dolton. So I'm going to be in Dolton tomorrow. I'm flying up tomorrow morning. Newsflash, my dad lives in a suburb of Chicago. So I'm going to run by real quick, see my dad. Hey, Dad, good to see you. And I'm going to come to Dolton. But, and I'll be there till Friday. So somebody was upset with me in the comments because I said, I want the alphabet boys to come pick her up while I'm there. So apparently, allegedly, based upon information and belief of this person, I'm not a Christian because I said, I want the alphabet boys to come pick her up while I'm there in Dalton, while I can see it. So apparently that's the standard now. I mean, y'all people are crazy. You make me sick. So I'm putting them on the make me sick too. I don't know what the problem is either. I want to see it. And what? I've met all these great people that live in Dolton and Thornton Townships respectfully. I think that they've been mistreated. They've been abused and taken advantage of. Dare I say harassed by somebody who's violated law upon law, precept upon precept, statute upon statute, left and right and center. The alphabet boys know about it. The alphabet girls know about it. I want them to come pick her up and provide some level of justice for the people that live in Dolton and Thornton respectfully. Please tell me why I'm wrong. I don't understand. Y'all, thank you so much. I'm glad that we've had this great time together. I'm glad you enjoy the content that we're doing here. Hopefully I've earned your like and all that kind of good stuff like that. If you're not a subscriber, please feel free to join. Become a subscriber. It'll help me out. I'm trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of April. Jason House will take office on May 5th. I think it is, something like that. So I said, I want to have 50,000 subscribers before Tiffany Henyard is officially kicked out of office. And I just said the end of April. So that's my goal. So if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you didn't hit the like button, hit the like button on the way out. Make sure you tip your waitress. And the way you tip your waitress is hitting that green heart on the way out. Let us know that you really appreciate the channel. And tomorrow, next time you guys see me, I'll probably be at the airport or driving to Professor Dr. Scott's location. We'll be doing a tour, live stream tour of Dr. Scott's Free and D Pantry tomorrow in Dolton. So I'm looking forward to introducing you all and making sure you all get a good chance to see what she's doing and all the great stuff that she's doing over there. I'll probably swing by Team House as well, but you'll be with me. So no matter what, we'll all do it together. Everybody, thanks so much. I'm gonna get out of here. Everybody have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for the support. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace. Take care.